Hello, amigos, and welcome to another episode of Inside the Ropes with Coach Mario. Coach Mario, owner and head coach of Warriors Pride Boxing Academy here in Miami, Florida. Today it's in English. It's an English episode, all right? I'm going back and forth between English and Spanish. I know I have a lot of subscribers in Puerto Rico and other Latin American countries where maybe English is not predominant language, but, you know, thank God I was taught both languages, and I can go back and forth and express my thoughts and commentaries in both languages. All right. Well, yesterday I posted an episode, a video regarding Subriel Matias and his possibilities of fighting Richardson Hitchins, and the fact that Richardson Hitchins was actually narrating as a guest narrator at a DAZN event where Emanis Stanionis fought versus uh, Boots Ennis. And he was there with the DAZN commentator. He was there with Shakur Stevenson. They interviewed him and everything else. And one of the things that I was commenting, one of the things that I was saying yesterday for all my subscribers around the world is that Subriel Matias Team Fresh Productions has not marketed the career of Subriel Matias the right way, all right? If you can see Richardson Hitchins there, a newly crowned champion beating a mediocre Lee Amparo, who I don't know how he beat Subriel Matias. Subriel Matias was completely off that night in Puerto Rico, but that's water under the bridge. What I'm trying to say is that Richardson Hitchins is actually promoting his career in the positive way. He's there exposing himself, promoting himself, talking. He's a very intelligent young man. He knows how to speak. And what I was saying is that Subriel Matias has to take advantage of these cards, these events, to make his presence known so that people can start talking about him and get him to know who he is. Right now, he's a mandatory for the IBF belt, but there is no indication from what I've been watching, what I've been seeing from Richardson Hitchins' camp and in his interviews, that he has no intentions of fighting Subriel Matias. He never mentioned Subriel Matias. The people that were interviewing him yesterday spoke about Cambosos, talk about a unification title with Teofimo Lopez, but no one asked, and this is where some of these commentators don't even know Subriel Matias, don't even know the fact that Subriel Matias is the mandatory for that title. All right, so no one asked Richardson Hitchins last night, hey, Hitchins, what about Subriel Matias? He's a mandatory. When are you fighting him next? You got to make a decision, blah, blah, blah. Nobody asked that, okay? So the questions they asked him, who do you want to fight next? Why Cambosos? Who do you want after Cambosos if you're able to beat him? Unification title opportunities with Teofimo Lopez, but no one asked him about Subriel Matias. And this is why I say that a good promotional company, a good promoter, all right, will actually get his fighter involved and have him marketed the right way so that there are more eyes on him and people know who he is and actually demand a title fight. Now, if you stay home like Subriel Matias is doing, fighting in small cards and, little gyms in Puerto Rico, basketball courts which are not made for boxing, which are made for small venues, and you stay there and continue fighting at local events, you will not have that exposure internationally and here in the States and whatnot. That's the reason why nobody's talking about Subriel Matias. And one of the things that I think that Subriel Matias you can blame him for is being a conformist. He is cool with that. He is cool with fighting in Puerto Rico. He's cool with fighting in little events in Puerto Rico. He's cool with being passed over because he wants to be in a comfort zone. And as a fighter, you can't be in a comfort zone, guys. As a fighter, you have to be constantly, improving yourself and sacrificing. And as a fighter, you have to treat your career as a business, all right? And as a business, you have to go on social media. You have to promote yourself, not only Spanish, but in English. You have to go to the cards. Fresh Promotions should send Suriel Matias to these cards. Tell them, listen, you have to try to get an interview. You have to go challenge Hitchins. You have to do all these things in order to create that interest from the fans to watch you fight, to demand that fight between you and Richardson Hitchins, to demand the IBF to say, you know what, you're not going to continue holding that belt hostage. Who the hell are you? You just won the championship fighting somebody that's not even ranked at the 140-pound division in Cambosos. You are then want to fight a unification title against Teofimo Lopez. And that is the problem that I see with Suriel Matias. He's a conformist. And to top that off, to make that even worse, he has a promotional company which is a mediocre promotional boxing company. It's not a company that is well known anywhere. It's a company that has not helped Matias achieve his 100% potential. All right, Suriel Matias has all the qualities to become a very well-known fighter, but it has not happened. And I solely blame not only his promotional company, but also Matias for being a conformist, for being taken advantage for, and he's cool with that. All right, so for all those people who say, don't worry about it, Suriel Matias is going to be a champion again and all this other stuff. And you have to understand that even if Suriel Matias becomes a champion, he didn't make much money while he was a champ. And they kept on avoiding him. And that is all due to the fact that Suriel Matias is not well promoted, does not have a good promotional company, does not engage himself and actually go to events to market himself. And these are all things that are going to continue happening even if Suriel Matias becomes a champion. So, the fact that he's going to become a champion, he's got all the faculties and the abilities to do so. But in all honesty, what happened when he was a champion? What happened? How much money did he make? No, they kept on avoiding him. They kept blackballing him. So that is not my point, ladies and gentlemen. That is not my point. My point is simple. He's not well marketed. He does not have a good promotional company. He does not get involved in promoting himself. He does not go to cards. He'd rather stay in Puerto Rico. He's a conformist. And if you are cool with, fighting in little small cards in Puerto Rico, and there's nothing wrong with fighting in Puerto Rico, but what I'm saying is he's not fighting in the big coliseums in Puerto Rico. He's fighting in local gyms with a capacity of 2,000 to 3,000 people. What is that? Anyway, guys, that is my point. It's not the fact that he's not going to become a champion again. He's got all the abilities to do so. It's the fact that then what? Guys, I don't know. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, if they're going to screw him over again, because he has no, he shows no drive, none of that drive to actually go the extra mile and get his business on track, get his marketing on track. If Fresh Promotions is not helping him out, he should do that himself. He should fly to the States. Every time there's a card, he should make his appearance known. Some people are saying, well, coach, he doesn't speak English. So what? He says some words in English, and I've heard him in interviews talking a little bit of English, so he can probably, challenge Hitchins, say, hey, you coward, this and that. He's actually had videos like that in the past, which create interest from the people. They're going to say, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And then look into Google and search the name of Suriel Matias and find out, his record and what kind of a fighter he is and create that interest. And the IBF should take matters into their hands and actually force Hitchins to fight Suriel. But as we all know, fighters nowadays do what they want to do. Organizations like the IBF and WBC, they're all about the money. Let's see if he wakes up and smells the coffee and sees that, he's got to take matters into his own hands and actually do something drastic in order to improve his marketability and to be able to get his name out so that people will demand seeing him fight Richardson Hitchins. I don't think that's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. I think that unfortunately, Suriel Matias' time is continuing to run out. All these opportunities are flying by him. Look what happened with DAZN and Fresh Promotions. Apparently, there was some type of breakup there, and Eddie Hearn does not want to know anything about Suriel Matias' career. But let me know what you guys think. Is Suriel Matias really a person whose career is going to achieve the success that we all think he should have? I truly doubt it, ladies and gentlemen. Even if he becomes a world champion again, he's going to be one of those guys that fly under the radar because of his attitude and because of the company that is promoting him. It's a company that and I've said it so many times, and people are finally waking up and saying, Coach, you were right. You were right about that. You got to play with the big boys. You're in the big leagues. You got to sign up with a big team. You can't be signing up with some little AA team and expect to become, an all-star or a major league or whatnot. So that's what unfortunately happening to Suriel Matias. He signed up with a little league, promotional company, a mediocre company, local company that nobody's heard about aside from Puerto Rico, and is actually has impacted his career in a negative way. As a matter of fact, the president of Fresh Promotions doesn't even speak English. That's how bad it is, guys. Anyway, this is all I have for today. Let me know what you guys think. Remember to please like, share, subscribe, make your comments, and tell me what the career of Suriel Matias is going to look like in the next 2-3 years. Will he become a champion again? Will he have opportunity to fight Richardson Hitchins? Who is he going to face next? Will it be Lindolfo? Is it going to be some other fighter? Some of these other fighters are ranked at other organizations. Should Suriel Matias jump ship and find another promotional company? Should he fight for WBO? He's ranked there also. So let's see what happens with Suriel. He's still an exciting fighter, in my opinion. I think he's got all the goods to become great, but his mentality is a conformist mentality, and as long as he has that, he's hurting his potential, he's hurting his career, and he's hurting his income potential for his family and for his business, to be able to retire in the future and create that nest egg that he can live well with after he has hung up his gloves. But anyway, guys, this is all for now. Coach Mario saying hasta la vista. God bless you all, and peace.